Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience as our graduates processed in to the parking lot for this evening's ceremony. My name is Elijah Hawks. I'm principal of Randolph Union, and it's a pleasure and an honor to be gathered here with you atop this green mountain to celebrate this year's seniors, soon to be this year's graduates. If you're having any trouble hearing these remarks, you can tune in to WCDR for a radio broadcast, AM 1320, FM 100.1. Community gatherings such as these are a huge collective effort and a labor of love. Thank you to Vermont Technical College for donating your site tonight, and thank you to Lisa and Tom Jacobs for their extraordinary efforts, as well as the many school community, businesses, and volunteers who helped bring us together today. We're grateful to Rain or Shine, Tent Company, Wind River, Paul Ray, WCBR, Janet Osha Miller, Orca Media, Ben Merrill, and others. We thank you. We thank the families and the school community members who found so many other ways to honor our graduates this year, ways big and small, private and public, from the signs along the roadside to the parades, the ads in the Herald, and more. Thank you to the RU Graduation Committee, which included our senior class president, Sarah Garvin, Jason Gingold from RTCC, we're gonna miss you, Jason, and Bev, Kara, Lisa, Ken, Donna, and Michelle from Randolph Union. We'd also like to thank the Randolph Union Alumni Association for a wonderful gift package presented to each graduate here tonight, with contributions from the Gear House, Motio Rec, Valley Bowl, the Bethel Drive-In, and Middle Branch Market and Deli. In your commemorative program, you'll see information about all of the scholarships and awards given to our graduates this year. It takes a village to raise a student body, and the financial contributions of local individuals, families, organizations, and philanthropists truly make the difference for many of our graduates when it comes to realizing their post-secondary dreams. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you to everyone for keeping social distancing in mind this evening. I also want to ask the thunderclouds to keep their social distance from our gathering this evening. Mr. and Mrs. Cumulonimbus, keep away. Presiding over our ceremony this evening are Mr. Lane Millington, OSSD Superintendent, and Laura Rochat, Board Chair. We thank the OSSD School Board, every one of their volunteer members, for their support of the public schools of our region. Our program tonight includes remarks from Lane and myself, and then the heart of the evening will be our student speakers. There'll be a poem, there'll be a song, there will be several speeches. And following Natalie's song, we will introduce each graduate who will come to the stage and take their diploma from the table. We ask that you graduates please stay on the stage a moment while Ms. Sutton reads of your accomplishments and your post-secondary plans. Photos will be taken to my right by Janet Osha Miller, so everyone will have a close-up photograph, and we ask that you not approach this stage to get your own. We'll make sure that everyone gets one of Janet's. And after every graduate has received their diploma, I'll invite you to turn your tassels, and we'll make the official proclamation. Again, welcome to you all. It's a pleasure now to ask RU senior Ethan Knudsen to come up and recite the Pledge of Allegiance as he did last night so marvelously at the RTCC ceremony. If you can't see it, the flag is hung directly behind me. Indeed, I see other flags on the back of several vehicles here tonight. Ethan, thank you for joining us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's now my pleasure to introduce Superintendent Lane Millington.
Students, I know you will hear this a lot tonight, but it is important to say nonetheless, this is not the way we wanted your year to go, and we are saddened by the year-end traditions the class of 2020 has missed. So I, for one, am grateful that at the very least, we are here together on this beautiful evening in the heart of the mountains to celebrate the many ways you have excelled despite this adversity. As the opening speaker, it is not my job to be good, but like any opening act, to get you settled in and in a reflective mood so that you are attentive and ready to enjoy everything that follows. The easiest way to do this is to bore you. My hope instead is to strike a somber tone that is reflective of the times in which we live. I want you to take a deep breath and imagine that it's a long time ago. It's early morning, the sun is shining down, and a young girl is walking on the beach. The previous night, a strong storm has blown over the area, and there are hundreds of starfish that are washed ashore and are beginning to die as the sun rises. The young girl begins picking up the starfish one by one and returning them to the sea. An old fisherman watches this for hours, and as lunchtime approaches, decides to share his meal with the girl. As he approaches her, he says, "Why do you do this? Every time there's a storm, this happens. You can't save them all, so what does it matter?" The young girl looks him squarely in the eyes for a few moments before looking back down at the starfish in her hands and says, "Because it matters to him," and returns to her task. Despite the state of the world right now, there is always hope when there are people who care enough to do the right thing. And when I look out at you tonight, it gives me hope. The diplomas you are about to receive are a symbol. They represent everything you've accomplished over the last 12 years. They mean you've made the grade, you've met the standard, but they also signify transition, the end of one journey and the start of another, that one door is closing while another opens. What you see happening in the world around you right now is a similar symbol, and its message is clear. The world itself is signaling that is ready for a transition. One door is ready to close and another is ready to open. After all you've learned, we hope your generation chooses a better door than those that came before you. Hopefully, folks are now settled in, and again I say welcome. It is truly our privilege to be with you tonight, to recognize the results of your dedication and hard work, and to honor you for your achievements. To the class of 2020, our best wishes go with you as you enter an uncertain world, a world that most assuredly will be made better by your presence and influence. Parents, friends, family, staff, please give these students, these graduates, a well-deserved round of applause and horn honks.
Thank you, Lane. Thank you, honkers. Once upon a time, you seniors were 8 and 9 years old. It was 2011. You're 8 or 9 years old, right? It was my first summer as an administrator at Randolph Union, and I was walking the halls with a colleague. The halls were empty, the classrooms were empty, the health office was empty, the bathrooms were empty, the library was empty. And into one empty hallway comes a student, out of nowhere, and he walked with a limp. He asked if the nurse was here. My colleague and I asked what was wrong. He said he'd been working in the woods with his grandpa yesterday and he'd cut his leg. We could tell he was in pain, that he was injured, but he showed very little by outward sign of distress. He was quietly asking for the nurse on a summer day in an empty school. There's more to the story, which I will share in a moment, but what I want to note here is that this was one of my first impressions of the young people of this community. That they have deep inner reservoirs of individual strength. His wound was not insignificant, but he was stoic and calm in the face of pain, shouldering his burden and walking strong. There are many young people like this here today, and many families. Individual fortitude, individual strength. I name those qualities because we need such attributes when faced with extraordinary challenges in extraordinary times. And make no mistake, as we gather here in cars on a hilltop, covering our faces when we should be seeing our smiles, you are graduating into an extraordinary time. One might even say you're living in a time of the impossible. Impossible things are happening. One day the sun sets on victories we could never have imagined, and the next day the sun rises on a tragedy that shakes your heart. I don't know if you heard this week of the teenager hanging from a tree in school yard outside of a town in Texas. Suicide, it is believed, but whether that was a suicide or a homicide, it's a life destroyed in a nation that has always struggled to honor every citizen's right to the life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. There were multiple such incidents recently. I may be ignorant, but I never would have thought it possible that in June of 2020, I'd be hearing news of 4 men of color hanging from trees. Other recent seemingly impossible news is brighter. President Trump's appointee to the Supreme Court, Neil Gorsuch, just this week wrote the majority opinion. Many thought it not possible. The majority opinion guaranteeing civil rights to people of LGBTQ identities. A surprise to many and a victory for all after years of organizing, resistance, and advocacy. What may have seemed impossible is possible these days, graduates. And this has been true for much of your life. In 2008, a black senator from Illinois was elected to the highest office of the land. A black man became president. Many would have thought it impossible, and it was not. And then many of us couldn't believe it possible that with Obama in office and people who call themselves Democrats in the House and in the Senate, we couldn't believe it was possible that we would see but half measures to address the most pressing challenges of our time. Who would have believed we'd see no comprehensive legislation to address climate change? Domestic oil production did great under Obama. Wall Street did just fine. The earth, your inheritance, not so much. An impossible disappointment. And there are others who would have thought that in 2020, when there's enough food to feed every human being in the world, we'd still have had millions in hunger, and that the world would need a senior here at Randolph Union to organize her peers in a coalition to provide food for families halfway across the world. But it's true, the impossible need is very real. And it's needed here at home too. The need is real. The National Guard came to Berlin a few weeks ago. Many of you know, I'm sure, to distribute food to Vermonters, and the line was 1,900 cars long. We thought this was a long line getting into the parking lot. 5 miles and 1,900 cars long. We're living through a depression that many would have believed impossible just months ago. But even before that depression, many Vermonters were struggling to make ends meet. Most jobs in Vermont do not pay a wage that can cover your average housing costs. That's why so many of you know people who are working 2 jobs to make ends meet. Minimum wage is impossibly low in these impossible times. And speaking of impossibilities, did you know that our nation's billionaires made billions of dollars just in the past couple months? The short list of the top 5, according to Fox News, made $75 billion in the past couple of months, while the rest of the country plunged into joblessness. Impossible times. The economy works well for some and not well for many. It's also kind of impossible that there's talk of closing VTC, this campus that we're on right now, in the heart of central Vermont. How is this possible? Of course it's possible when the wealthy hoard so much and share so little. Of course we're scrambling for scraps all over the country. Jeff Bezos of Amazon, he could save VTC with a flick of his pen and his wrist. But you know what? It's not to Jeff Bezos to save VTC for us. It's for us to say VTC from Jeff Bezos. And thankfully, there are people like you, seniors, and your only slightly older peers who are standing up to injustice and fighting these impossible odds. When there was talk of closing VTC this spring, people flooded the streets and the Zoom meetings with outrage and logic to hold our state officials accountable for the public good. RU alumni like Shavonna Bent, Morgan Easton, Emily Cass, and others were involved in that resistance, organizing, rallying, and speaking truth to power. Shavonna, a former state college trustee, now studying at MIT, was in the meetings and quoted in the press. When some of the board members' attention started to drift away from the topic at hand, she spoke up and held them accountable. Young Vermont citizens and their allies stopped that proposal for VTC's closure for now. We mustn't let the pressure up. The institutions of the state must be made to work for the people of the state. And in that same spirit of solidarity and resistance, last weekend down in the valley, we saw hundreds march in the streets of Randolph, a rally organized by past and present RU students. I heard 3 alumni speak, Brittany Malik, Janaea Hudson, and Zai Buska, and they spoke of impossible times. Brittany said it didn't seem possible to her that she was even there and speaking. She said she couldn't imagine a few years ago that her voice would be leading a rally such as this. Zai said he wouldn't have thought it possible that his once lonely call to raise the Black Lives Matter flag at RU would have built momentum for massive actions like those unfolding now across the land and here at home. Young adults today, faced with impossible challenges, you are discovering powers you didn't think possible and working to change the world. That is beautiful, and that is why, and I look to my colleagues now, that is why we do what we do. We do what we do to hear your voices more confident and sure today in this parking lot than they were 6 years ago when we met you. Seniors, your tech center instructors, your RU teachers, your college professors, we see this confidence in you today. There was no one-size-fits-all path. As you built your skills and confidence along the way, you chose a diversity of pathways as various as your identities and passions. Many of you have been pursuing career and college readiness at RTCC or in early college settings. Many others were at RU in pursuit of the same. You've gained expertise in many domains and the opportunity to apply that knowledge. Project-based learning, Socratic seminars, advisory, and extracurriculars at RU have helped you find ways to use your energies in collaboration with others. You've been part of AP classes, music ensembles, GLOW, Interact, the Cooking Club, theater and athletic teams from cross-country in the woods to basketball on the court, from the bowling alley to the bass fishing boats and hockey rinks to the wrestling mats and the gymnastic bars. We have seen your skills and talents evolve. We see you taking on the world's work and worry and wonder, carrying it with great individual strength. But you're going to need more than individual fortitude when it comes to impossible challenges. That boy I told you about, the boy with great reservoirs of individual strength, who walked into school out of nowhere, who had cut his leg. It was no small injury. He'd cut his leg with a chainsaw, and he tried to sew it up himself in his bathroom the night before with a needle and thread. We called and he got the medical care that he needed. That was good. We need the help of others to persevere through our struggles. We cannot do it alone. I just want to briefly pause and wonder, though, why didn't he and his family contact the hospital? I don't know the answer to this question, but I wonder, is it because they didn't trust? Some people have very good reason not to trust. Some of you have reason not to trust me. Many people have good reason in this world to not trust the institutions of government, the economy, the healthcare system, the police, and our schools. I can understand the distrust of institutions when billionaires make billions while millions fall into poverty. Yes, institutions can be corrupted, but they can also be reformed. And drawing upon your strength and enlisting the help of others, the institutions will be made to work for the good of all. Let us remember that today is the 19th of June, also called Juneteenth, a holiday that marks a day when people who believed themselves enslaved by the law of the land learned that they were free by the law of the land. In an East Texas town, word finally arrived on June 19, 1865, of the Emancipation Proclamation. An impossible dream was coming true. After centuries of struggle, after a long war, and the tide-turning fight of African Americans enslaved and free, the institutions of the land were changed for the better and for all. It's of course a long way to go, miles upon ages and miles to go, and it may seem impossibly hard for you now to chart your path. I'm sure many of you are sitting here with questions. We're going to hear some of this sentiment in Natalie's song, a sense of entering a new world with great uncertainty, and I'm sure your families feel it too. Natalie's song will sing, "Can I handle the seasons of my life? I don't know. But such are the seasons in the road you're on, and the best way for you to get going is probably for you to honk your horns and get me to put the mic down so we can proceed with our ceremony in celebration of you." Thank you. We are here to honor all that you've accomplished and all the good you will go on to do in this impossibly challenging time. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to welcome some of our graduates to the stage to share their thoughts with you, their talents, on this lovely summer evening. All of those speakers who are going to speak can come up to the stage left, and we will begin with Sarah Garvin, our class president, who will also be announcing a yearbook declaration. A round of applause for our senior speakers.
Good evening. The graduating class of 2020 has chosen to dedicate this year's yearbook to Mr. Dean Meltzer. Mr. Meltzer left an extraordinary impact on not only our class, but the wider community. Mr. Meltzer taught us at Randolph Union High School for 40 years, where he started his passion for the outdoors and was a science teacher. Mr. Meltzer was an advisor for Lost, a class where he would bring students who loved the great outdoors and teach them survival skills and other off-the-grid techniques. Mr. Meltzer also loved to travel, especially to China with his wife. This passion for exploring led him to guide some students who shared his interests as they embarked in their journey in the Shizukuichi exchange program. Mr. Meltzer cared about his students through not only an educational connection, but a personal connection as well. The senior class is especially blessed to be able to form such an extremely close bond with him. We are consumed with great gratitude for his role in making us one of the most prepared class for the future, whichever path that may be. Good evening. My name is Sarah Garvin, and on behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to thank you all for coming to our not-so-typical graduation. Your support has been incredible through all the ups and downs and growth that we have all endured these past 4 years. We did it. Through the support of teachers, staff, community members, classmates, and all of you have helped us get this far. Each one of us has arrived at this point in our life by conquering different struggles and hardships. Throughout my life, I tended to use physical activity as a stress reliever, and exercise has been a big asset to my mental health. RU provided me with many different opportunities for this. I ran track and cross-country throughout the high school years. I was able to leave all of the stress of school at school and feel a sense of joy and something to look forward to after. Joining these two teams may have been one of the best decisions I made while at RU. I plan to incorporate running throughout my life as it helps me in different ways. Due to the coronavirus, I was unable to take part of my final track season. Instead, I spent my time reflecting on my running throughout high school. Thinking about this made me think about the similarities between our high school years and running. I think of a race as a journey through 4 years of high school. You're on your way, filled with excitement and nerves, as you're just about to enter your first race, freshman year. Once the gun fires, you're on the line, you're sprinting your first meters as if you're in full panic mode as the school year begins. Then boom, the first quarter of the race is over, as if it was freshman year. It was very quick, and you don't remember a lot. You enter the second quarter of the race, finding your pace and starting to settle into high school. You start making friends and finding your cliques. You dial in. Now you're 3 quarters into the race, and this is where some of you may know Morty's monster comes in. If you do not run cross country, it's a very steep hill, which is an understatement, at the championship trail towards the end of the race. You're starting to feel the end, but now is some of the most crucial parts that feel like they are going on forever, as if it was the longest year of your life, like junior year. People often say it's the most important. This is the point where you start taking SATs and ACTs and other important tests. You're starting to think about your plans for the next few years at this point. Then, you hit the final quarter of the race. You have people cheering for you throughout the race, just like the ones who supported you throughout high school. You're exhausted and ready to be done, but this part goes by fast as you're giving all you have left. For high school, you have a plan for what to do next year. You feel that you are going to work. You feel that the work you are doing now is just busy work. And then you've crossed the finish line. The class of 2020 has completed our school year. We have passed senior project or early college and tech center requirements, and now eager to begin our next steps. We have all crossed the finish line here today. We have spent the past several years together completing our race, and now it's over. This is an exciting time. We're celebrating the past 4 years, but we're also celebrating what's next. We're all off to set off in different directions. New states, new careers, new lives. No matter what's next to you, we've all made lifelong friends here. As we go down our different paths from here, we'll always be able to come back to this group. I would like to thank everyone once again for supporting the class of 2020 in this monumental moment, as we all go our separate ways. As we continue our lives, experiencing the new paths we take, whether that being taking on a college education, entering the workforce, and/or serving for our country, we will always have this group to come back to. And congratulations to the rest of the class of 2020 as we all cross the finish line, feeling accomplished, as we are now able to fulfill ourselves. We have done this today, as we all graduate. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for that dedication of the yearbook to the beloved and departed Mr. Meltzer, and for your affirmations of the friendships and bonds that the class of 2020 feels between them. Our next speaker is senior Sarah Ray.
Good evening, all. As I stand here tonight, looking out into the crowd, rather the parking lot, of seniors and our families, my mind is flooded with memories, and I'm overjoyed to be a part of this amazing community. It's been a peculiar year, to say the least. But as a class, we have overcome so much hardship to be here today. This is not the way I wanted to see my fellow classmates for the last time, and it's definitely not the way I planned for graduation to be. But this is the plate we were served. We can rather look at it as an opportunity we were gifted to adapt and overcome challenges as a senior class, community, state, and the world as a whole. As I reflect upon these unprecedented times, I think about the lessons we can take away from such upheaval in our world. First, lesson number 1, it's all good until it's gone. I would be the first one to fully admit that I miss school. I miss my friends, I miss gathering, I miss hugs, I miss sports, I miss it all. When we get back to normal, these everyday things will no longer be things that we take for granted. This pandemic has made us realize that what we had was not so bad after all. In fact, I think most of us would do anything to go back to the norm in the blink of an eye. School doesn't seem like such a hassle to attend, and we've all gained the understanding of how much our teachers truly care about us and our well-being, more than we could have ever imagined. Just think about it. When we were forced to be in classrooms all day together, we just dreamt of the day that school would be canceled forever. We wished for a winter full of snow days, and we always counted down the days until summer. To most, high school dances were dumb and prom was overrated. But what we didn't know was how lucky we were to have these unforgettable events until they were gone. Lesson number 2, strength comes in numbers. Not one person has survived this pandemic on their own. We as a human race has united during these unexpected times. We have learned that we are capable of overcoming unthinkable challenges. This wasn't done individually. This was done in collaboration. As we move into the future as young adults, remind yourself that we do not have to face all obstacles single-handedly. Rely on those around you and in return support those around you. Just simply be kind and be a good friend to those around you. Lesson number 3, expect the unexpected. I can confidently say that none of us saw this coming, and when the pandemic arose, most of us thought nothing of it. It would have been nice if we had some sense of warning before we were bombarded with such upheaval in our world, but unfortunately, we still could have never prepared for such a thing. This goes to show that we never know what the next day or even hour may bring. Do your best every day, but don't demand perfection. We can have the best laid plans, but need to be able to adapt if these can't be met as originally intended. And lastly, lesson number 4, hardships are not a dead-end road. I stand in front of you, and I am proud to say that we have made it. We have made it to the final destination in this chapter of our lives. We have each traveled down our own path to get here today. Some bumpier than others, and some that felt like they were never ending, but none that led us to a dead-end road. No matter the obstacles we came across, the stop signs we were forced to idle at, or the roads that led us to unknown destinations, we have reached the checkpoint that leads us to the next chapter, one step closer to the finish line. We have fought, we have overcome, and we are ready. We are ready to take on the world and conquer what it has in store for us all. So go out there, be amazing, and make us all proud. And never let hardships lead you down a dead-end road. Continue down the path of success. And my friends, it's our time, and our time starts now. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah, for sharing all of those life lessons you've learned over the past years in this recent extraordinary time. Our next contribution is from Carrie Twing, who will be sharing a poem with us.
I'm Carrie Twing, and I wanted to thank all the RU staff for helping me coming back to a public school after being homeschooled for 6 years. Miss Kathy helped me most of all, and so did a lot of other teachers. And I wanted to share this poem for all of us graduates because we ended our year in a different way than most. And the quote is, "Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." That is one of my favorite quotes from Winnie the Pooh. And I also wanted to thank my two cousins, Maddox and Maisie, who have also been there for me. They are living in Texas and they couldn't be here to support me, but they are watching. And I also want to thank my best friend, Elizabeth. She is here tonight and she didn't even have to be. So everyone, let's have a great end of graduation and let's celebrate the year that we never got to have. Thank you.
Carrie, thank you for sharing your voice with us this evening. We next welcome to the stand Serena Hanrahan.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Serena Hanrahan, and I have been a student at RU since 7th grade. I would like to start out by thanking multiple RU and RTCC staff members for pushing through many difficult circumstances to put together this beautiful ceremony here for us at VTC. These faculty members include, but are not limited to, Mr. Hawks, Miss Sutton, Miss Jacobs, Miss Floyd, Miss Merrill, Mr. Gingold, and Mr. Cotto. Without their hard work and dedication to the RU and RTCC classes of 2020, we would not be here today. I would also like to thank you, the parents, students, siblings, relatives, and family friends of my classmates, for coming out tonight to celebrate the graduation of this class. Your presence in this audience means the world to your student, their peers, and myself. This class has struggled. I can't think of a single class before or after us that has had a harder 4 years than we have. In school, we have endured 3 schedule changes, a new grading system, and a new principal. Our personal lives have been harder. Many of my peers struggle with mental illnesses. I have peers who have stuck by family members who have battled cancer or addiction. A few of us have been through major surgery, and more of us than I would like to admit have grieved the death of an immediate family member. When I didn't think that anything else can happen, we were thrust into a nationwide lockdown at the hands of a global pandemic. It's only fitting that our final struggle of high school is one that we all share together. I'd also like to talk about one that's more personal to my story. At the beginning of my sophomore year, my dad suffered a cardiac arrest that landed him a spot at Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center for 12 days. He passed away on September 25th of 2017. To say that I had lost my faith in the world was an understatement. I knew that if I didn't stay busy during this time that I was going to crash, and crash hard. Someone suggested that I manage the boys' basketball team. I came to the conclusion that it couldn't be worse than being left alone to my own thoughts, so I decided to give it a shot. This experience was hands down the best part of my high school career. Being a part of this program over the last 3 years has given me the chance to find joy in the world again. I joined a family that loves to laugh and treats each other and myself with respect, and most importantly, is dedicated to a sport that they love. I am blessed to have been a part of a team that has accepted me as one of their own. These boys have supported me throughout the last 3 years of my life and have given me the strength to endure my toughest challenges. For this, I will be forever grateful. I don't discuss my trauma or the challenges that my classmates have faced to make you feel sad. I tell you this because despite every single hardship we have been through, it has still led us to this day, the day where we graduate. We are still here. We are strong. We are resilient. And many of us have made it through the most difficult 4 years of our lives. And this gives me hope. I'm hopeful that all of our struggles have prepared us to tackle the future. I'm hopeful that we're going to go out into the world and face every problem with a smile on our face because we know that we are equipped to solve it. More than anything, I'm hopeful that we're going to become successful adults because we're able to push through our toughest challenges in order to get to where we want to be. So to my peers, thank you for being resilient. Thank you for never giving up. Your dedication to your friends, families, education, and community are commendable. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Serena. We now welcome to the stage Natalie Strand, who will be performing. Hey, Natalie and Gabe Strand, who will be performing a song for us tonight. I'm fond of saying, Serena, that to truly understand our world, we need a blend of historical facts and personal stories, that without either, we don't have a full understanding of ourselves and our world, and I appreciate you sharing your personal story. Another thing we need to know to understand our world and be in our world fully is the arts. We're blessed to have fabulous faculty in the fine arts at Randolph Union and students who have taken advantage of those pathways and also pursued music on their own outside of school. So I was delighted when Natalie asked if she could perform a song at this evening's ceremony, and of course I immediately said yes.
Thank you. All right, hold on a second. Hi, everyone. My name is Natalie, and this is my brother Gabe. He's gonna be accompanying me on guitar tonight, so yeah. I'm about to sing a song with words that resonate with how I'm feeling this exact moment, and I'm sure a lot of you are feeling the same way. Both reluctant and worried for one of the biggest changes in our lives, but at the same time, so ready to move on. It feels so surreal being up here knowing a brand new chapter is right around the corner. I want to recognize a very special person in my life, Angela Bauer. Angela, you've guided me beautifully through my years at RUHS. Your constant love and support has brought me peace and security since the first day of 7th grade. Thank you for endlessly being my support system and for being my person to go to, knowing you will listen, no matter what. I love you. Lastly, I want to say thank you to my entire family for lifting me up and being so supportive, and Emma Blanchard-Rooney for being my buddy for life and my best friend. I love you so much, dude. I love you. Congratulations, everyone. I'm just proud of all of you, and yeah, this is Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Thank you so much. Took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain
Thank you, Natalie. Tender, strong, and touching. What a beautiful way to transition to a moment that you've all been waiting for, the introduction of our graduates and the presentations of their diplomas. Ms. Sutton will be reading off their names, the graduates' accomplishments, and what we know so far of their post-secondary plans. They will come to the stage here, stand socially distant, but not that distant. And from my sanitized hands, they will take a diploma, return to the vehicles, and then after everyone has processed across the stage, we will pronounce you the class of 2020 graduates of Randolph Union. So now I'll cede the podium to Ms. Sutton. It's a delight to work with you, Katie, and I'm so glad to be able to hear your voice reading off everyone's name and plans tonight.
Bailey Ann Hanrahan. Bailey is the recipient of the J.P. Gifford and Eliza Folsom Trust Scholarship, the William Craig Russell Scholarship, the Tom Mowat American Legion Scholarship, and the RUHS Silver R Award. Bailey will attend Thomas College in Waterville, Maine, and study psychology and education. Congratulations. Robert William Alexander. Robert is the recipient of the RU Community Scholarship and the VSAC Gilman Award. Robert will attend Southern Maine Community College for Culinary Arts and continue working in restaurants to better his skills. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Culinary Arts program. Dalton Robert Basham. Dalton is the recipient of the RTCC Technical Excellence Award in the Diesel Technology program. Dalton will be continuing full-time in the workforce. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Diesel Technology program. Riley Taylor Bashaw. Riley is a member of the RUHS National Honor Society and the recipient of the J.P. Gifford and Eliza Folsom Trust Scholarship. Riley will attend Norwich University and major in computer hardware engineering. Congratulations. Ginny Lind Benjamin. Ginny is the recipient of the RTCC Technical Excellence Award in the Health Careers Program and the recipient of the Transformation Scholarship. Ginny was also recognized as an RTCC Student of the Year. Ginny will be taking a year off, working with her LNA, and taking online classes to work towards nursing school. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Health Careers Program. Zachary Ryan Bingham. Zachary is the recipient of the RU Community Scholarship and the VSAC Gilman Award. Zachary will attend SUNY Delhi and major in residential construction. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Construction Trades in Management program. John W. Blaisdell. John is a member of the National Technical Honor Society and a recipient of the RU Community Scholarship, the RUHS 1933 Book Award, the Gene Haas Scholarship, and the RUHS Silver R Award. John was also recognized as an RTCC Student of the Year. John will attend Vermont Technical College and major in mechanical engineering. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Advanced Manufacturing program. Emelise Lucille Blanchard Rooney. Emelise was a participant in the early college program at CCV this year and was a member of RU's varsity soccer team. Emelise will attend Suffolk University in Boston, Massachusetts, and will major in psychology. Congratulations. Justin Allen Boyce. Justin will be relocating to Newport, Vermont. Congratulations on completing RTCC's digital film program. Donato Cameron. Donato will enter the workforce full-time and pursue a delayed college enrollment. Congratulations on completing RTCC's digital film program. Charles Champney. Charles was a member of the National Technical Honor Society and the recipient of the RU Community Scholarship. Charles will attend Ohio Technical College in Cleveland, Ohio. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Diesel Technology program. Haley Bridget Coburn. Haley is a recipient of the RTCC Technical Excellence Award in the Education and Social Services program. Haley is taking a gap year to work with people with disabilities, veterans, and children using equine therapy. She'll also take online courses in special educations. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Education and Social Services program. Ainsley Faith Cook. Ainsley is a member of the RUHS National Honor Society and the National Technical Honor Society, and the recipient of the Clayton Brown Scholarship, the Eleanor Dickey Drysdale Scholarship, the John Murray Scholarship, and the RUHS Silver R Award. Ainsley is also a NTHS Community Scholarship and was awarded the RTCC Director's Choice Award. Ainsley will attend St. Michael's College and major in theater. Congratulations on completing RTCC's digital film program. Sully M. DeSaint. Sully will attend Castleton University with a double major in business management and accounting. He would also like to share the following quote by Stephen Curry. "Be the best version of yourself in anything you do. You don't have to live anyone else's story." Deidre Ashlyn Driscoll. Deidre is a member of the National Technical Honor Society and the recipient of the RU Community Scholarship, the VSAC Gilman Award, the RUHS Silver R Award, the Margaret Egerton Memorial Scholarship, and the RTCC Director's Choice Award. Deidre will attend Champlain College and major in computer networking and cybersecurity. Congratulations on completing RTCC's criminal justice program. Joshua Durkee. Joshua is the recipient of the Lucky's Trailer Sales Scholarship. Joshua will attend Vermont Technical College for its one-year certificate program in diesel technology. Congratulations on completing RTCC's diesel technology program. Patricia S. Ecarino. Tricia was a member of RU's varsity soccer, basketball, and softball teams. Tricia will take a gap year and then attend a college for athletic training. Kurt Engel. Kurt was a member of RU's varsity baseball team. Kurt plans to work full-time and then move south. He's considering joining the military. Congratulations. Shayna Farrington. Shayna is the recipient of the Orange County Farm Bureau's Perry Hodgson Scholarship. Shayna will attend the Community College of Vermont and continue working with animals. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Diversified Agriculture program. Sarah Brooke Garvin. Sarah is a member of the RUHS National Honor Society and was a team captain of RU's cross-country and track and field teams, as well as on her ice hockey team. Sarah is the recipient of the Clayton Brown Scholarship, the NHS Scholarship, the Gifford Medical Center Auxiliary Health Profession Scholarship, the UVM Green and Gold Scholarship, the RUHS Barry Book Award, and the RUHS Silver R Award. Sarah will attend the University of Vermont and major in exercise science. Congratulations. Kyle Gibbs. Kyle is a member of the National Technical Honor Society and was a member of RU's varsity baseball team. Kyle will attend Lakes Region Community College in Laconia, New Hampshire, and will work on his Associate in Science degree for the Toyota and Lexus T10 automotive program. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Automotive Technology program. Michael S. Gilman. Michael is a recipient of the RTCC Technical Excellence Award in the Advanced Manufacturing program and will be entering the workforce after graduations. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Advanced Manufacturing program. Jonathan Gober. Jonathan plans to pursue a career in auto mechanics. Congratulations. Serena Hanrahan. Serena is a member of the RUHS National Honor Society and was the team captain of the varsity softball team and the team manager of the boys varsity basketball team. Serena is the recipient of the John Murray Scholarship, the Phil Hoff Scholarship, the Tom Mowat American Legion Scholarship, the RUHS Balfour Award, the RUHS Silver R Award, the Clayton Brown Scholarship, the 2020 Vermont Presidential Scholarship, and the Class of 2011 Scholarship. Serena will attend Johnson & Wales University in Providence, Rhode Island, and pursue a bachelor's degree in baking and pastry arts. Congratulations. Kiana Haupt. Kiana will continue working full-time at Twin Farms. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Construction Trades and Management program. Logan Rain Holbrook. Logan plans to take a gap year while deciding her future. Congratulations. Jade Alexander Holland. Jade will attend the Community College of Vermont to pursue an associate degree in early childhood education. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Education and Social Services program. Isabel Poole. Isabel will be entering the workforce. Congratulations. Christopher T. Jacobs. Christopher is the recipient of the RTCC Technical Excellence Award in the Automotive Technology program and was a member of RU's varsity soccer team and a team captain of the basketball team. He is also the recipient of the GW Plastic Scholarship and the Richard S. Kelly Memorial Scholarship. Christopher will attend Vermont Technical College and major in mechanical engineering. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Automotive Technology program. Rebecca Elizabeth Johnson. Becky was a participant in the Vermont Academy of Science and Technology program this year and is a member of the RUHS National Honor Society, RU's varsity soccer and basketball teams, and a team captain of the varsity softball team. Becky is the recipient of the Clayton Brown Scholarship, the Randolph Rotary Scholarship, the NHS Scholarship, the Gifford Medical Center Auxiliary Health Profession Scholarship, the RUHS Silver R Award, and the Knights of Columbus Scholarship. Becky will attend Vermont Technical College with a major in dental hygiene and a minor in business. Congratulations. Emma M. Keene. Emma is a member of the National Technical Honor Society. Emma will continue her studies in early childhood education and work part-time in the childcare field. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Education and Social Services program. Jaden McKenna Kinney. Jaden is a member of the National Technical Honor Society and the recipient of the J.P. Gifford and Eliza Folsom Trust Scholarship, the RUHS Silver R Award, the Food for Thought Food Insecurity Fighter Award, and the Brookfield Masons Mystic Star Award. Jaden will attend Vermont Technical College and major in agricultural business management. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Culinary Arts program. Ethan Knudsen. Ethan was the team captain of RU's soccer team. Ethan is employed at GW Plastics and has enlisted in the Vermont Air National Guard. He will go to basic training at Lackland Air Force in Texas. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Advanced Manufacturing Program. Gavin LaPlante. Gavin was a member of RU's varsity cross-country team and is the recipient of the Non-Traditional Career Pathways Award. Gavin will continue working full-time at the Royal Butcher. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Culinary Arts Program. Jacoby M. LaRock. Jacoby is a member of the National Technical Honor Society and was a member of RU's varsity baseball team. Jacoby is the recipient of the Donald Dustin Memorial Scholarship. Jacoby will attend Lakes Region Community College in Laconia, New Hampshire, and complete the Toyota and Lexus T10 automotive program. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Automotive Technology Program. Jacob Lewis. Jacob was a member of RU's varsity basketball and baseball teams. Jacob will be entering the workforce. He plans to work full-time and get his license and a car. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Advanced Manufacturing Program. Adam S. Messier. Adam was a team captain of RU's bowling team. Adam will continue his job at the Vermont Glove Factory and pursue his drag career. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Digital Film Program. Haley Messier. Haley was a team captain of RU's varsity softball team. Haley plans to work on the farm and with students at Braintree Elementary School. Congratulations. Eric D. Millington. Eric was a participant in the Vermont Academy of Science and Technology program this year and the recipient of the John Murray Scholarship. Eric will attend Vermont Technical College and major in software engineering. Congratulations. Adam J. Norton. Adam was a member of RU's varsity baseball, basketball, and cross-country teams. Adam will continue working full-time at One Pole Wire and Cable. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Advanced Manufacturing Program. Iris E. Olmsted. Iris is the recipient of the RU Community Scholarship, the John Murray Scholarship, and the RUHS Silver R Award. Iris will attend Castleton University and major in early childhood education. Nicole Hannah Pappas. Nicole was the team captain of her varsity ice hockey team and the recipient of the RU Community Scholarship and the RUHS Silver R Award. Nicole will attend Curry College outside of Boston, Massachusetts. Congratulations. Dylan Marie Patton. Dylan was a participant in the early college program at CCV this year and a member of the RUHS National Honor Society and RU's varsity soccer and basketball teams. Dylan is the recipient of the RUHS Silver R Award. Dylan will attend Northern Vermont University Linden and major in psychology. Congratulations. Samantha Pickett. Samantha was a participant in the Vermont Academy of Science and Technology program this year and a team captain of RU's varsity volleyball and basketball teams. Samantha is the recipient of the Azel Hall Family Scholarship, the Gifford Medical Center Auxiliary Health Profession Scholarship, and the RUHS Silver R Award. Samantha will attend Castleton University and major in health sciences with a concentration in pre-med in pursuit of becoming a doctor. Congratulations. Jocelyn Marie Rashford. Jocelyn will be entering the world of work to explore future options. Congratulations. Sarah Elizabeth Ray. Sarah was a participant in the early college program at Norwich University this year and a member of the RUHS National Honor Society, as well as team captain of RU's varsity soccer and basketball teams. Sarah is the recipient of the J.P. Gifford and Eliza Folsom Trust Scholarship, the Randolph Rotary Scholarship, the Gifford Medical Center Auxiliary Health Professions Scholarship, and the RUHS Silver R Award. Sarah will attend a Doctor of Pharmacy program beginning at Salve Regina University. Congratulations. Willem A. Ring. Willem was a participant in the early college program at CCV this year. Willem plans to take a gap year to pursue personal interests and then head off to college next fall. Congratulations. Hattie Russell. Hattie was a participant in the early college program at Norwich University this year. After participating in the early college program this year at Norwich, Hattie has been inspired to work at Lee Health in Florida and continue with college. Congratulations. Zechariah Russell. Zechariah will attend Ohio Technical College to study diesel equipment technology. Congratulations on completing RTCC's diesel technology program. Wyatt I. Sauls. Wyatt is a member of the National Technical Honor Society and the recipient of the Career Pathways Award. Wyatt will be working at Eustis Cable Enterprises. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Construction Trades and Management program. Draven Sargent. Draven plans to enter the workforce while pursuing his YouTube career. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Advanced Manufacturing program. Krista Catherine Sargent. Krista is the recipient of the Gary Thurston Scholarship and the RUHS Silver R Award. Krista will attend Norwich University and major in Spanish. Congratulations. Amber May Savini. Amber is a member of the National Technical Honor Society and RU's varsity volleyball team. Amber is the recipient of the RTCC Director's Choice Award and the Tara Stratton Memorial Nursing Scholarship. Amber will continue to work as a licensed nurse assistant at CVMC, and she plans to attend nursing school in the fall of 2021. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Health Careers program. Noah W. Slocum. Noah is the recipient of the RU Community Scholarship. Noah will attend Castleton University and hasn't yet declared a major. Congratulations. Natalie Irene Strand. Natalie was a participant in the early college program at CCV this year and was a member of RU's varsity cross-country, track and field, and soccer teams. Natalie is the recipient of the Azel Hall Family Scholarship, the NHS Scholarship, the RUHS Silver R Award, and the Class of 2011 Scholarship. Natalie will attend the University of Vermont and explore studies in music or gender, sexuality, and women's studies. Natalie will also continue her running career as a member of the UVM Division I women's track team. Congratulations. Orabelle Southern. Orabelle is the recipient of the Donald Dustin Memorial Scholarship. Orabelle will attend Castleton University and hasn't yet declared a major. Congratulations on completing RTCC's digital film program. Athena Tabor. Athena is the recipient of the RUHS Silver R Award. Athena will attend Northern Vermont University Johnson and hasn't yet declared a major. Congratulations. Kaylee Thayer. Kaylee was a member of RU's varsity soccer and lacrosse teams and a team captain of her varsity ice hockey team. Kaylee is the recipient of the RU Community Scholarship and the RUHS Silver R Award. Kaylee will attend Keene State College in Keene, New Hampshire, and major in elementary education. Josh Thresher. Josh will be heading right into the workforce. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Diesel Technology program. Carrie Anna Twing. Carrie will head to Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center to start the Project Search Transition Program. Congratulations. Wyatt L. Vargo. Wyatt will attend Ohio Technical College in Cleveland, Ohio for an associate degree in diesel equipment. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Diesel Technology Program. Uriah Allen Wallen. Uriah will continue full-time at One Pole Wire and Cable. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Advanced Manufacturing Program. Joseph M. Warner. Joseph was a team captain of RU's bowling team and a member of the varsity soccer and track and field teams. Joseph is the recipient of the Gary Thurston Scholarship. Joseph will attend Norwich University in the fall. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Health Careers Program. Grace L.S. Wiggett. Grace is the recipient of the RU Community Scholarship and the Du Bois and King Scholarship. Grace will attend Northern Vermont University Johnson and the Vermont Woodworking School, majoring in woodworking and minoring in business. Congratulations. Paige Wolf. Paige is the recipient of the VSAC Gilman Award. Paige plans to travel to places she's never been and to see family that she hasn't seen in quite a while. Congratulations on completing RTCC's Digital Film Program.
Thank you. John, can you do this? What's that? Can you turn this one on? This is the one I've been using.
Yeah, that's the one it's on.
Thank you, Katie.
You gonna get a lunch up?
Thank you, Ms. Sutton. Thank you, Ms. Sutton. And now, graduates, I invite you, wherever you may be standing or in whatever vehicle you may be sitting, to turn the tassel from one side to the other. And now, on behalf of the Orange Southwest Supervisory Union in the state of Vermont, we pronounce you graduates, the class of 2020. Congratulations.